Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to the final round of the Online Outlaws live from SUZUKA. What a fantastic evening it's going to be, and if you've just joined us for the first time, big welcome from all the guys in the background from Online Outlaws, to all our amazing sponsors, and of course to the guys that you see up on your screen. Great racing throughout Season 2. Some more exciting announcements to come through a little bit later, but we're in free practice at the moment, still 21 minutes to go, and loads and loads of excitement going to come through tonight from SUZUKA. Track temperature now 24 degrees. It's a tricky track. We're looking at just over 6 kilometers of raceway, and let me tell you, these guys are in for one heck of a race. So get whatever you need to get a beer, get some vino, get some chips, and join us for some live racing. Well, you can catch us now on YouTube, you can catch us on our Facebook and on Twitch, I think it is, one of those things. There's just so many these days, but great racing. And I just hope sound and everything is working okay. We usually just check in and have a look and see that everything's okay. So if you have joined us on one of the feeds, just pop me a hello, and I'd just like to know how things are going and where you are sitting and watching the racing from, wherever you are in South Africa. Well, I know there's someone from Portugal that is watching us, and looks like he's just got home. Alvin Sykes, how's it, my man? All the way from Portugal. Let us know where you are. I know that you were traveling to, was it the mainland this morning? Just let us know. On board with Graham Prosser, the young man in that beautiful looking Porsche. Well, that's changed colors considerably since last week and the rest of the season, now sporting that very cool red. So lots happen in the studio, and I'm based here in Cape Town. In case you have not met me, I'm Sean Peters, and I'm the host of this live stream, the Online Outlaws. Guys, thank you very much for having me on board, and thank you very much for allowing me to put on this broadcast. It's been an exciting 2 seasons, and I think season number 2 has really warmed up quite nicely. So someone's going to walk away with a very cool set of gloves, and we'll show you a snippet of the Sparko guys that have given us a very cool set of gloves to give away, and we'll put that video on very shortly. And if we do take breaks, guys, stick around. There's lots of things that happen in the background, and we sometimes need to reset servers. We need to jump around from car to car, and generally speaking, as life has it, these live streams can sometimes just go completely insane. So if we drop away and we go on to something else, well, it's just because we're making sure that everything is sorted out in the background. And 17 and a half minutes to go, still on board with Graham. Well, let's take a look and see who else is out there. I know Clayton MJ, he's been doing really well, and let's go and see where he's lying. In fact, what we're going to do quickly is just go have a look at the point standings going into race number 6. quickly. There we go. This is AC Matwa. Young man on an absolute mission. He's got a lot of talent and he's going to be going a lot of places, and in a very, very quick car. The Lambo, as you see it coming towards us here on SUZUKA, down the main straight and through this double right-hander. And in fact, as we watch on board with him, 14 minutes to go, so we got some time to just play around and just have a look at SUZUKA circuit very quickly from above. Spectacular racing. Let's go back to Mr. Matwa. And as I said, if you're wondering what the pause is about, when we're in practice, we just make sure that everything's streaming correctly, and just getting messages from quite a few people. All right, looks like everything's okay. All right, welcome back, folks. As I said, if you think I'm disappearing every now and then, it's we are in free practice, 12 minutes to go, and I'm just making sure that everyone can hear me 100%. We are, for the first time since we started the stream, now on various different platforms, and just making sure that everything works 100%. Right, let's see. On board with JD Dog from obviously from South Africa, from Cape Town, just around the corner from me. Well, guys, if you've joined us, a hearty good evening to you and a warm welcome from SUZUKA Race Circuit out of Japan. Myself, Sean Peters, coming from Cape Town, and the rest of the crew scattered all over the country, just making sure that the stream goes out. And very, very soon we're going to go into to qualifications. That's at about 8 o'clock. And so far, Skiddy One again putting up the quickest time around the 2:01 around SUZUKA. All right, folks. Alvin, if you can hear me, how's that sound now? A little better? All right, there we go. Some of the comments are coming through on my live feed. How's it, guys? How's it? Jazzy126. Well, we were just chatting about him earlier on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, let's go. We are in for some exciting times. Good evening, Mr. Fluffy Butt. Where are you? Hey. Got to get your car back onto the circuit, my man. All right, Alvin. The guys from Semcrete, how's it going? Just doing a quick sound test again. All right, I can knock it up quite a bit. I just don't want to, because then it starts peaking. All right, Fluffy, good to hear. Next time. Alvin, just let me know. Voice, is that where you need volume, or do you need volume on the cars? Right, 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And as I said, Skiddy one on a 2:01 around SUZUKA. And it's so cool. I get to see all the comments coming in from the various different platforms, all in one screen. So we certainly have come a long way from those early days. Well, I'm just very concerned that I'm a bit of a tickler for sound, and if the sound's not right, I get rather frustrated. So Mr. Stiganator gives me the thumbs up. I hope it's 100%, because you know me, I start getting a little bit agitated, and we don't want to have that in the commentary box, do we? We want to have fun. We want to have a massive jaw as JD Dog enters the pits. Track limiter on. Let's see who else is out there. Can we go back to... Oh, there we go. The Honda, the Lone Ranger in the Honda. And this is the one and only Kalen Ma. The Pace boys are out in... well, Mr. Pace has got this car into pace within one season. So well done to you. Right, thanks Stain for letting me know that the sound is good. Stiganator saying sound is good. I got one or two other guys saying they can't hear me. Maybe you should turn up your hearing aids. Right, let's get ready to rumble. Just under 7.5 minutes to go to the start of what is going to be a spectacular race number 6 from SUZUKA. And this is the one the guys have been fighting for. And it all boils down to this. All right. Nice to see the guys just having a chat to each other. Oh, there we go. Fluffy saying hello, Stiggy. Stiggy saying hello, Fluffy. Man, oh man, these names, they just never get old, do they? Well, trying out something new, guys. I know that you're on YouTube now, but go to Outlaws Online Sim Racing on Facebook and go give us a like there. Go give us a share on that page. If you want the link, I'll put it up on there very quickly for you. With 6 minutes to go, so I've still got some time to pop on that link over to you guys in just a second. Alright, so if you hear a bit of silence, that's just because I'm trying to multitask. You know what they say about guys, don't you? Let's go, let's see. Right, so let's have a quick look. Guys, I'm going to share on YouTube, on the stream at the moment. There you go. I'm just going to pop it in there. If you don't mind just giving us a follow on Facebook, Online Outlaws, Outlaws Online, whichever way you choose. How's it, Sean? Sean Roy Godbold. Good to have you with us. Also, another fine friend of mine from many years ago. We worked together in the motor trade. We're still in the motor trade. And you know what they say about the guys in the motor trade. Once you're there, you never get out. It's like being a dentist. Wolfman Willie, how's it? And welcome to your final race. And good to have you with us. Is he out at the moment? No, he's in pits. So we're not going to be able to see him on circuit at the moment. But how's it, Wolfman Willie? I haven't even looked. What's the colors of your car this evening, mate? Because we went from Bananarama to lemon and lime to orange peel. What is it today? Let us know. Good to see so many guys viewing us at the moment. How's it, everybody? Great to have you with us. Quite a few guys on Facebook. So I've just shared that link on Facebook. Go and say how's it, and go and share it if you don't mind. Yeah, racing's in one's DNA. Totally agree with you. Many years spent at Killarney Raceway down in Cape Town, and on main circuit and on oval track with good friends of mine, Richard Stassen, David Frey, and the lads. Many other names that spring to mind. 3 minutes and 37 seconds left of free practice, and so far Skitty One still up there. Graham Prosser, very quick time there, only 1/100th of a second behind, but let's see what happens when these guys go into qualifications. We know that Skitty One, Sean Skidder, he knows exactly how to put a car onto pole. Well, there we go. Alan Sykes, we're on Facebook. Thanks, mate. Thanks for setting that up in the background. Slightly panicked when I had to make everything try and work in the background, but it seems to be working. And I just want to talk a little bit about SUZUKA. In your comments on YouTube, let us know what your thoughts are to the guys that aren't racing. SUZUKA, I was out there last night and yesterday morning when I had Stefan Wessels here for some tech talk with some really cool things that are coming in the next season, and spent some time out on that circuit yesterday, SUZUKA circuit. Absolutely insane circuit. Very long, the corners are high paced, and you know that you can have a really good one, or you can have a really bad one. Let me tell you, I'm going to reiterate this: the race is not won in that first corner, not in the second corner, not even in the first lap. It's about who goes the mile. Yeah, Fluffy, we haven't officially met. I'm going to come down and meet you one of the days, but I think I go back about 20 odd years, to give my age away, but had a lot of time down at Killarney. Spent every Thursday night at practice for oval track, and used to help out the V8 classes and the 2.1 modifieds. And now I get to commentate to you guys in the virtual world. How insane has life got? Hello from the Twitch channel. Alvin Sykes now all the way from Portugal, chatting to us on every bit of stream you can get. And I still want to get to the circuit that is SUZUKA. And guys, if you can, tell me what your thoughts are. SUZUKA, not an easy track. Let's just jump out to Clayton MJ. He's back in the pits. Jazz 126 currently lining second. Car number 126. An exceptional drive from this man, Jazzy 126 in the Aston Martin. He's had a very fantastic, consistent season. Stays out of the rough stuff. There you go. He's going to go back to the pits now. I think Matwa is still out there. Let's go back to Matwa. Only 25, and then we are 25 seconds, and then we are finished with free practice. So let's go to SUZUKA. Well, there we go. I said 6 kilometers. 5.807 kilometers to be 100% accurate, with 18 turns, and the home of F1 for many years, and exceptional racing comes out of SUZUKA every year. But let me tell you, not an easy track, and as you can hear the cars in the background, loads and loads of noise coming through. I hope you guys are all okay with the sound of those magnificent GT3 cars. Right, loads and loads of messages coming through from new folks. Obviously, guys starting to see us on Facebook. Well, how's it to you guys? And dropping me WhatsApps. Thank you, guys. Welcome to it. If you've never watched what we do, this is Online Outlaws, and we are GT3 racing tonight. And this is our final race of the season. But don't despair, another season coming up fairly quickly. Alright, that is officially the end of free practice. And we're going to go into qualifying in just a little while. And I'm going to take you very quickly to, while those guys go out, someone is going to walk home with a very, very awesome pair. And I must admit, I don't even race sim racing myself at the moment. Not at this level. But I'm very, very jealous for what someone is going to win. A pair of Sparko gloves. They're valued, I think, at just over 1,500 Rand. Have a look at these bags. Well, welcome back. There we go. Sparko race gloves. Man, oh man. Some very cool stuff. And thanks to the guys from Sparko for coming on board. You'll see the logo up in the top of the corner of the studio. Thank you very much for that to the guys from Sparko. I'll just loads and loads of screens for me to monitor in the background. So I've got a screen just on the other side of this camera. There's one down here, one up at top here, and then I also look down at my phone to see what's happening. But currently we're on board with AC Matwa in the Lambo. We know those cars are quick on the straight, but loads and loads of 18 turns in total. Let's go to Mr. Pace. Let's just have a look, see what he's doing. Kalimar, also a very, very fast, very well established sim racer from South Africa. Let's see what he does. We know that Skiddy one in the Ferrari, that Evo 3, the GT Evo 3 488, is a very quick car. He puts it onto pole. In fact, I'd like to actually just check those stats. I think he's put onto pole. I think he's probably missed out on one pole for the whole season. And some extraordinary driving from the man from Johannesburg, Sean Skitter. Let's go over to Wolfman Willie. Well, there we go. We were chatting about the color of his car. And there we go. New colors again. Looking good. Yellow and orange. Some really cool graphics on that. The only GTR out there. JD Dog. Well, this car always looks fantastic. Another one of our Ferrari drivers. And an exceptional gentleman here from Cape Town. And soon we'll be making some announcements that you'll be hearing quite exciting stuff. So stay tuned after race, or at least heat number 2. Coming up behind him, it is, let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Beautiful shot. Car number 23, JD Dog. In fact, that's his own design. Very, very cool. Go check him out on Instagram. Then we have Jazzy 126, line second in the points in the Aston Martin. How cool is that car? So well planted to the ground. Such a quick car. They sound great. Let's have a listen. Well, there we go. As he comes up towards us on the main straight, as he comes down into turn 1, let's have a listen to this car. And Jazzy putting a 201.662. What will Skitty One do? There we go. I just said it. A 2-minute flat around Suzuka. That is exceptional driving from the Johannesburg Ferrari driver, car number 13. He's had one hell of a season, and if he stays in the clear through both races, we are in for one amazing final race here. Let's stay on board with him for a minute. Right, Jazz, is he going to counter to get onto P1 on qualifications? Yeah. Let's see, Matwa now with the third quickest time. Let's go on board with him for a second or two. Again, how's it, folks? If you've just joined us, welcome to race number 6 from Suzuka. An exceptional race is going to be ahead here this evening. And so far on pole, Skitty One, Sean Skitter, followed by Jazzy 126, followed by AC Matwa, representing the guys from RTA. Then Eleanor Pace. Only 9 guys on the starting grid. Well, go on board with Skitty One. Let's go on board with Skitty One. Let's go have a look there. Thanks to one of our viewers. I think that was Stain for the request. Let's go have a quick look and see what he does. Super composed, super relaxed. Let's just change that view very quickly. Down into the double right-hander as he goes through turn 1 into turn 2 and 3. This combination of corners, super exciting stuff. In-car camera getting all the action. Right, through turn 7, that long Dunlop curve into the Degner curve. Yeah, this is a quick down into third. You'll drop down second, stays in second, and now he comes up to turn 10, down into 11. This is a hairpin first gear. Now, one of my favorite parts of the course, you run it slightly wide as you come up through it. There we go, in the middle of the track. Run it slightly out, then bring it in tight as you come up into spoon curve. Double left-hander, you run it out wide here again, bring it back in. And you see nice and clean, then run it back out wide. Nicely done from our current championship leader. Right, Casino Triangle. Man, oh man, hardly touching or getting off the gas there at all. Right, into turns 16 and 17. Down into first, into second, through turn 18 and up to the finish line. Let's see what he does. An exceptional onboard lap. Well, there we go, Fluffy, just for you, my man. Hope that was satisfying. Well, thanks there to our directors. Let's jump out there quickly. Well, there we go. Pace has just... well, he's in pits now, but he has put on a quicker time. Not much between the two of them. Right, let's see who else we got out there. Well, I'm going to go back very quickly to Skitty One because he might want to counter attack here. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's binned it, unfortunately. Thought he might be chasing another quick time. All right, well, that's pretty much it for qualifying. What can Jazzy do? So, as it stands, P1, it's LNR pace. P2, Skitty One right next to him on the starting lineup. Jazz 126. What's he going to do? That's quick through there. Oh, just getting that front all out of proportion. Let's have a look at this time. And that's at P3. Well, there we go. On to JD Dog. Not the best of starts. He's had a bit of a tricky race last week, Tuesday. Having a chat to him during the week on Discord, just saying not his best race. He got Graham Prosser right there behind him. And there we go, folks. The session has ended. Well, let's quickly go through while the guys start up. Let's just look at our point standing as it is at the moment. there we go. Welcome back to our live stream, guys and girls. Welcome, folks. It is race number 6 from the lovely Suzuka in Japan. And we're on board with P1, car number 11, that Honda of Skiddy One. And I'm lying to you, it's not Skiddy One, it is Eleanor Pace. Having to look up at another screen above me and looking at two different things. Well, if you've just joined us, a warm welcome as we're out on right at the back end of the circuit at the moment. You'll see all 9 cars just trying to get some heat into those tires as we're about to start this fantastic finale of the Online Outlaws eSIM Racing season number 2, and stick around for some really cool news and loads of new visitors that have joined us. A massive welcome to you. Thanks for taking some time out on a Tuesday evening to join us. And there we go, in the formation lap, it's Eleanor Pace in first, Skiddy One second. I think this is the first time this season that Skiddy One will be in P2. Jazzy 126 in car number 126 in the Aston Martin third. AC Matwa fourth. Great starting position from him. Graham Proza in that beautifully resprayed Porsche. I had to think about that. I'm looking at 3 different screens, guys. Right, Wolfman Willie in 6th position, and NTZ 19. Mr. Singh, if I'm not mistaken, in the only Audi in car number 31 in 7th position, and then JD Dog all the way back down in 8th position, and Clayton MJ very unfortunate not to qualify any higher up in the other Porsche, the second of those beautiful Porsches. Right, very soon we are going to come up, and you can see Pace, he knows his thing. He's just making sure the guys are getting themselves lined up through the chicane here. Turn 17 and 18 as they make their way up to the green light here at Suzuka, through that casino triangle, and wait for it as they go towards a green light. If the formation is fine, now the adrenaline starts surging and the nerves start pumping. Here we go, wait for that green light. And it's go! Right, it's off for round number 6, heat 1 of Suzuka. And let's see who comes through this corner. Nice and clean there from the man in first position, Eleanor Pace, Skiddy One. Then Jazz 126, AC Matwa, Graham Proza in 5th. Well, not many guys out there at the finals. I think a lot of the guys had a tough season. On board now with Mr. Pace himself, Kalen Mauer, Skiddy One. Then on to car number 126, the Aston Martin, AC Matwa, the youngster. And just going through the guys here, NTZ 19. There you go, in the Audi, coming past you now. And let's just see what's happening up in the front here before we go through the whole lineup, because it looks rather busy as they come through here. No, still Pace, Skiddy One, down to that first gear. My apologies, not the first gear corner, this is a second gear corner. And just the excitement just getting the better of me. Oh man, Let's just calm down and get into the rhythm of Heat 1. And this is flat out 3-year. Skitty One running it really, really wide, using every part of that circuit through Casino Triangle, and coming up to lap number 1 of the sprint race, 30 minutes of it. And there we go. Pit lane is open. The guys will start settling in now and finding their rhythm. The tires are warming up. Skitty One, not sure what happened there, just ran it slightly wide. We're going to just stay with these guys before we run through the order. And now Eleanor Pace really just taking advantage of that slight mistake that Skitty One made, and he hasn't made too much of a difference to the times. So staying on board with Skitty One. Let's just see what he can do. And let's have a look at further down. Proza, what is he doing? He's a lot further down. He's in 5th place. Wolfman Willie coming through underneath the Bridgestone Bridge. Then just crossed over to Clayton MJ, right behind Wolfman Willie. He's going to be looking for that place. Well, we saw Matwa, you see he dropped all the way down into 8th position. Right, apologies for that, folks. Just had a visitor in the box, in the commentating box. If you've just joined us, though, warm welcome to you. It is a Tuesday evening. You're with us live from SUZUKA on the Online Outlaws Esports official sim racing round number 6, and on board with Eleanor Pace. Well, what has happened now? In that slight interruption, no, Skitty One, what's happened to him? He's down into 4th now. So now Jazzy 126. Now this could make a massive difference to what happens in the championship points. Now it's going to get quite exciting. Pace definitely getting away there now, but Jazz 126, Mr. Consistency throughout season number 2 in the Aston Martin. This car is quick, it's planted. You can see them as they come through that turn really, really quick. NTZ 19, this is a really good spot for him to be in. Highest position that he's had so far. Oh, and he's binned it. He's binned it. That means Graham Proza is going to go into 3rd. Then Skitty One goes into 4th. Well, Skitty One will need to fight back. Sean Skitter will have to put the hammer down, find pace, get that rhythm, and make this work. There we go. Just talking about car number 13. Sean Skitter, he's going to chase down Proza, the young man in the Porsche. Car number 69, you cannot miss that beautiful red Porsche. Oh, very, very nicely done to our race drivers, and thanks again to our sponsors. Well, you can always see it running down at the bottom of your screen there. Semcrete up on your screen now at the moment. Track Art. There's been some amazing prizes, and to the guys that invest in us, big thank you. Oh, look at this. What is Skitty One going to do now? He needs to get that position back. Here come the rest of the guys. Wolfman Willie in screen there. Clayton MJ, Matwa, NTZ 19, JD Dog in a lonely 9th. Back onto Skiddy 1. He wants this. He needs that 3rd, in fact. So we're going to just stick there for just a couple of laps and see what he does. He's going to start putting the pressure on to Graham. And Graham, unfortunately, having a bit of a tough season with, in real life, flu and getting a bit of COVID midway through the racing season and having to take some time off. Because believe it or not, folks, there is actually a lot of work that goes into sim racing. You've got to know your thing, and if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, you're not going to have a fantastic race. Well, there we go, 450. Sorry for that, just double checking through that sector. I just want to see the time deficit between the two of them. Thank you very much. There we go. Thanks to the lovely Lazelle Peters for sorting out the beverages up here in the commentary box. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And look at this. I was saying it now, 300th of a second. So he's now right on Graham, and he's going to be putting the pressure on that car number 69. He wants that 3rd position. And he knows he's got 20 minutes to play with. He can put the pressure on. He definitely knows a thing or two about putting the pressure on and maintaining pressure. And there you go, looking for the inside line. Let's see if we can... Oh, what has happened there? I don't think... Don't tell me both of them off. Has this just ruined it for both their races and championship points? Well, Skiddy 1, what happened there? He's back on the circuit. I think he was waiting to see. Proza straight back into the pits. Not entirely sure what happened there. Kyle, if you are listening, if you can just do a quick replay and let us know. Well, that's going to be... Man, oh man, that's so sad. Wolfman Willie now into 3rd place. And he's got Clayton MJ. Well, Clayton is going to want to hunt back that a podium position. He knows that position very well. And just having a look at my spotters. We're just trying to find out. I don't want to take us off any of the action for a replay, just in case the server gets itself stuck up. I rather want to stay on the action. Let's just go back to Jazz 126. He is just under 2.5 seconds slower than Eleanor Pace. Let's see what he does in this lap as he comes down the main straight, as they come down into turn 1. Also very much in the points. And from here, it's anyone's race for these two guys. Pace has just put in another 200ths of a second quicker in that sector. So let's just run through the order again. In fact, only 8 cars out there now. Rather disappointing for a final here at SUZUKA. As we're on board now with Pace, who's in first place. This is Kalen Mauer from Johannesburg in the Honda. There's Jazzy coming up behind him. He's taken another 100th of a second quicker than Jazzy 126. Wolfman Willie still in that 3rd position. Clayton MJ might want to start putting on the pressure. There we go, around that hairpin bend. You can see 4 cars coming through there. It's Wolfman Willie. Then Clayton, NTZ 19, Matwa, who's making a comeback. And then Skiddy One down in 7th position, wondering if he can make a comeback here. JD Dog just behind him in 8th. And Proza still very much in the pits. Well, Graham, I'm hoping there was no real incident there. It is a final after all, and we wouldn't want that to have happened, but it is racing. We're not too sure what happened there. JD Dog, he's now in 8th position. Beautiful colors on that car number 23, that Ferrari. Very, very quick around Suzuka, very quick around those turns, especially those tight turns. In fact, our race director Stefan Wessels, that was his weapon of choice. He got to hang out with the legend yesterday, just doing some reviews, some very, very cool items that are going to be coming up very soon. So stick around for that. We'll get to that later on in the show. Let's go back to LNR pace. 6 laps in, 17 minutes still left on the clock. Now, just looking at the replay, there might have been a slight incident. I don't think it was anything too malicious from what I see, but I'll leave that up to the stewards. Let's get back to the racing, and LNR pace now really showing his might in the Honda car number 11, hunting him down but losing a little bit of time there. It is Jazz 126 in the Aston Martin, Wolfman Willie in 3rd place. It's his highest position he's been this season, so well done, Wolfman. Clayton MJ, well, he knows a little bit about being on that podium, and I just want to see the difference in the time between the two of them. Yeah, 2.1 seconds between the two cars. And NTZ 19 going very wide there, all the way down into first gear as they come through turns 16 and 17 through Casino. And yeah, that will certainly change the final point standings for race number 6, and of course the championship. What's happening here? It looks like Clayton MJ slowing down in the Porsche. NTZ really just trying to find a way through. And look at those times between these three gentlemen. They're having a really great battle halfway through the race. And haven't looked down at the other screen yet. If you've joined us, a massive welcome to each and every one of you. It is a Tuesday evening. You're on board with Online Outlaws eSports sim racing at its best this evening. Unfortunately, not the greatest field we've had, but it's been a long 6 weeks of racing, and a lot of these guys are not only racing this league but a few leagues, so we have about a 2 or 3 week break, and we'll have some very cool announcements very shortly as to season number 3. So again, a big thanks to Black Ribbon Simulations, the guys from TGA Track Art. Also a big shout out to the man that helped us with, in fact 2 gentlemen that helped us out with this very cool mic that I'm speaking on. It is of course Alvin Sykes from Semcrete, you'll see the name down at the bottom, and of course Paul Botner Music, Carl Funny Hidden. Thank you very much to all our sponsors. Thank you very much for coming on board. And let's get back to the racing very quickly. Clayton MJ, he's now 2.2 seconds behind Wolfman Willie. Is he going to try? He's got 13 minutes to try and put a bit of pressure on and get that podium finish back. If he can finish a third, it will do wonders for his points. Now that Skiddy one is a lot further back, although in saying that, was that Skiddy one that I saw? Yeah, he's definitely coming back. Let's go to Matwa. We'll try and see if we can have a look back at what's happening. Let's go to a rear facing camera for this one. See if we can get on board with there we go. How cool is this view, looking over that wing of the Lamborghini. Listen to this car. And that Ferrari hunting down the Lambo. And there he takes it. There he takes it. He's on the hunt again. Well, now let's go back out and we'll get onto the tail of NTZ19. In fact, it looks like, yeah, there we go. I'm going to go back into this car now that we can see Skiddy one chasing him down. There we go, on board with the Audi of NTZ19 and Skiddy one, current championship points leader, chasing him down through the chicane there. Turn 18 as they come up onto the main straight. Just listen to this Audi. Up into 5th, 240 k's now, into 6th, up to 260. Hard onto the brakes, into 4th, holding it there, 3rd gear. It's a long right-hander. Back up through the gears. Turn 2, back into turn 3. Now, look at Skiddy one putting the pressure on. Really applying the pressure. And you just got to hold your wits about you when you see the car in your rearview mirror like this. And there we go, the pressure just got too much. But managed to hold on to it. Well done to you. Right, we're going to get back now onto race action. Skiddy one back into 5th position. He's going to want to try and do as much as he can to hold on to those points. Now he's going to get onto Clayton MJ. So now Ferrari, Porsche. Yeah, as it stands, Skiddy one is definitely the champion. I don't think it's going to affect too much of the points, Carl. Just looking down at the points. I don't think this is going to make much of a difference, but there we go. Nice and easy. Past Clayton. And there you can see that earlier incident, the scuff marks on the front of that Ferrari. And superb racing here. Well, while watching all of that, my spotters have just let me know pace has fallen off slightly. Yes, he has. And is that damage to his car? Not too sure what happened there, but Jazz 126 now into 1st place. What does this do for the points? Let's go up to Jazzy. Jazz 126. 10 laps in, 8 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. The Aston Martin sounding fantastic. And for the folks that have just joined us, quite a lot of new faces. let's just have a listen to Jazzy. Now this is a crazy section of the circuit. Straight out pace here. Slightly off the gas as you come through this left-hander, and then hard down in all the way to first gear as you go through turns 16, 17, and then through 18 through this bend up onto the main straightaway. And there we go, 7.5 minutes on the clock. Jazzy, if he keeps it together, which I know he will, Mr. Consistency, will take victory here in Heat 1. Pace has gone into the pits, definitely a problem. That puts Wolfman Willie into second position with Skiddy 1 chasing him. There we go. Skiddy 1-9 to third position. Yeah, unfortunately pace fell off, and great to see all his supporters. A big shout out to all the pace guys. How's it to all of you? And please tell all your mates to go follow us on our Facebook page. It's now live there as well, so we have it across YouTube, across Twitch, and of course Facebook. So I'm watching all the comments coming through. Loads and loads of folks watching us this evening, probably the biggest amount of people watching us. So absolutely no pressure on this live stream this evening. A warm welcome to you. Track temperatures all the way down at 18 degrees. In fact, some of the coolest temperatures if you've been watching some of our prior races this season. We've had high track temperatures, especially in England. So lots of new names. Jason, how's it? Saying Lekker Andries. Nice to see some new comments coming through. Wolfman Willie now still in second place. We know Skiddy 1. He's hunting him down. He's got just over 5.5 minutes to make this work. In fact, we know he's going to take it anywhere very soon. We know the Ferrari's got the pace. He's got the straight line speed, and he certainly has got the cornering ability that is Skiddy 1 Sean Skidder from Johannesburg in car number 13, that Evo 3 GT488. Here we go. Back up onto and through turn 18 as they make their way up onto the main straight. And we can't see it from this action. Is he going to make it work down there? Yes, he is. Inside line. Can you hold on to it? He runs it slightly wide. It's that double right-hander. Right now, Jazzy 126. Then Skiddy 1. And that was a very quick lap time from him. Man, oh man, I think for next season, we're going to have to hook up a partnership with Red Bull and some vodka company. How about that? The coffee's just not doing the trick anymore. Yeah, drama in race number 1 and racing 101 coming through. Massive racing here this evening. It's a Tuesday evening and you're on board with the online Outlaws with myself, Sean Peters, down in Cape Town. It's great to have you all on board with us as Skiddy 1 has made a comeback all the way from about 8th position, crept his way back up, fought his way back up into second. Let's go through the order very quickly. Jazz 126 in the Aston Martin. He's had a fantastic season all round. He has been Mr. Consistent in this season. Skiddy 1, as we said, great race driver. He puts that car into pole on almost every single race meeting except this evening where Eleanor Pace picked up pole position. Wolfman Willie, great to see him up there as an overtaking maneuver there from, I think it was Matwa on, let's see, yeah, it's Matwa and NTZ19 are having a proper battle there for 5th and 4th. So the young man there representing RTA in a very awesome looking Lambo. And then Clayton MJ in 6th position. Oh, look at that, weaving backwards and forwards. NTZ wants that position back, and he's going to take it back. Well, two very amazing cars back to back. Mr. Singh has done it there in car number 31, the Audi against the Lamborghini. But this has given Clayton MJ a chance to catch up in the Porsche. So these guys are having a proper battle. And Eleanor Pace back in 7th. He pitted to get the car sorted. You can see he's done some repairs to that car. JD Dog, well, he's had, excuse my terminology, but he's had a dog awful night. Hope you're okay, Jeremy. He's racing just from around the corner here. Found out yesterday it was. So JD, Jeremy, big up to you, my man. I believe we're neighbours. And you're in Cape Town. And then Proza, well, he had an incident in turn 2, coming out of turn 2. And car number 69 taking a bit of abuse today. But let's go back to race leader. Well, I think he's going to have another 2 laps out there. And just before we go, you'll see now he comes up, let's see. He's got 125 on the clock. There we go. Leader on his final lap. And the Stiganator, if you are still tuned in, you can be very happy. The car that you started out with when I first joined the crew, that was your first car. Aston Martin. What an incredible car. What an incredible race from Jazz 126. Big up to you, my man. Big up. Right, the Ferrari of Skiddy One, Sean Skidder, still in 2nd place. I just don't think he's able to make much of an impact from where he is now. Wolfman Willie. And then NTZ19. Let's go back to Jazz 126. Let's give him some time to shine as he comes up to this double left-hander. Really great through here. You run it to the inside, back wide, and then very fast out of here as you can hit the hammer all the way down through this section. Yeah, Stiganator, total respect for Jazzy 126. Big up to you, my friend. You have had a phenomenal season in the Aston Martin and you've done a fantastic job. Let's bring him across the line. The checkered flag is going to come out in all its glory now. There we go. He's weaving across it. He knows he's done it. Great job from car number 126. That's Jazzy. He's super excited. We're going to go back to him in just a second, but let's watch as Skiddy One comes across the line in 2nd place. Man, oh man, the excitement is just going to get more intense for heat number 2. Wolfman Willie, his best position this season, 3rd place. Well done to you, Mr. Wolfman. NTZ19, and then Clayton MJ, who took Matwa, I think, on that last lap. Here's Matwa coming across the line. Well done to car number 78, RTA AC Matwa. The young man has done a phenomenal job. 6th position. LNR pace. I saw JD Dog coming over there, but he's 2 laps behind. Pace in a very lonely 7th. Yeah, big ups to Skitty and well done to Jazz. Thanks to our viewers that have come on to support. We do appreciate it. It sometimes feels a little bit lonely up in the box here on your own on a Tuesday evening, but we've got lots and lots of guys here. Phew. Mr. Wolfman Willie, you can say that again, my man. Well done to you, and a well-deserved podium spot for heat number 1. And a Lone Ranger in the GTR. The session has ended, folks. That is it for heat number 1. As car number 11 goes straight into the wall, but the race has finished. I'm going to cross over to an ad break very quickly, and I'm going to join you just after that. So well done again to Jazz 126. A fantastic race from you. And then, of course, Skitty 1 making a comeback of note. Wolfman Willie in 3rd. And then BR NTZ 19 4th, and Clayton MJ in 5th. Well done to all of you. Let's have a quick look at that very cool prize that's coming to someone this evening. Well, good evening and welcome back to this is free practice number 2. You're at SUZUKA and we're in round number 6 of the online Outlaws eSIM racing, the official eSIM racing from online Outlaws Assetto Corsa Copetizzione. How's it, guys? Good to have you on board with us. A whole bunch of new faces, a whole bunch of new comments I saw coming through, and go and share it with all your mates. Anyone that enjoys racing, whether it be virtual, whether it be in the real world. Because let me tell you, this is going very, very realistic. Let me tell you. Catching up with Stefan Vessels yesterday and checking out some very, very cool stuff that's coming through from Insector Tech. And we chatted to them, to Jonathan and his crew, just before the season started. And some exciting stuff coming up later in the show. So stay on board for that. Good to see Jazz 126. Just giving a shout out to the rest of the guys. Very cool sportsmanship that Jazzy 126. I'll be sure to, well, I'm sure all the guys can hear me saying it to the rest of the guys. But big up to all of you. What a fantastic race. Right, so on board with the man that was holding on to P1 for most part of Heat 1. And on board with him at the moment, car number 11, the Honda of Mr. Pace himself, Kalen Mauer. Got a great fan base, and any Kalen fans out there, drop us a quick message either on Facebook or on Twitch or on YouTube. Let us know where you are dialing in from. Give us a shout out, let us know exactly where you're viewing the racing from and what town you're from, where you are at, and yeah, it'd be great to hear from you guys. Gets lonely up in the box, the commentary box here in Cape Town, all on my own, but great racing. So didn't have much time to look at that screen, all that screen. I had to look only at that screen for most of it, but very, very exciting times. Nice to see Proza back here, Graham Proza in car number 69. I'm going to head over to him in just a second. I just want to see if we can have a look at the time here. In fact, what we'll do, we've still got 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go get an in-car shot of... he's gone off. He's going back to the pits quickly. Let's see if we can get on board with Proza. There we go. Love those colors, Mr. Proza. Love those colors. Right, let's have a quick look and see. I hope he doesn't go back into the pits here. Let's try and see different camera views. There we go. Top view of the car in action, spitting out the flames. Is that 4.2 litre flat 6 horizontally opposed 6-cylinder. And incredible racing. Justin, how's it? I get worried when I see Owen Sykes putting long blonde curly hair. Kalen Mauer just saying well done to Jazzy 126. And Fluffy now saying hope that Mr. Pace has better luck in heat number 2. Let's go in car. How cool is this view? Right there. Let's have a quick listen. We'll just get back on. Yeah, you'll take it wide. You run it very wide. It's off camber. Then you bring it in hard here onto the right. Back into this long left-hander. You don't want to catch too much of that inside curb. It chucks the car all over the place, especially in the Porsche. Now you can go full tilt here as you come up to a very, very quick, another quick left-hander. Drops off camber there again. The rumble strip brings you back on. Now into turn 16. First gear. into the left-hander, staying in first now, into second through turn 18, up onto the main straight. Well done, Proza. Young driver with loads and loads of talent and a bright future for eSIM racing. The Race Logic throwing out all the telemetry. Let's just stay on board with him for another half a lap. We'll keep this lap on. Nicely done over that rumble strip there. Nice and tight through there, just easing on the gas, feathering it through here. Again, you got to run it slightly wide, then bring it back in, tighten up here. And this is where you can get it all wrong. Nicely done. Running it very, very wide. Now, that's it. Looks like he's going to pit back out. Let's get out of this view. Well, that's what it looks like going into the pits. Right, so nobody else out in free practice. I'm going to run very quickly into our highlights video that I made yesterday, just to just as a filler as we reset everything, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Well, welcome back, folks. You are just in time for heat number 2, race 6 from Suzuka. We've had an exciting first race, and let me tell you, we're in for a massive, massive season finale here from Suzuka. Super excited to be with you. If you've just joined us for the first time, you're on board with Online Outlaws eSim Racing GT3. Cars are fantastic to watch and fantastic to race, and we are about to get under starters orders very, very shortly. Also, quite a few new folks that have joined us on the stream. To those of you that have just joined us, how's it? Welcome to it. It's been an exciting season 2, getting used to pressing all these buttons, looking at the 3 or 4 different screens, checking out the phone for messages, and thanks for all the support, guys like Carl Oosthuizen in the background, Mr. Seffer, RTA Seffer, Stefan Vessels, Alvin Sykes, big up to you, my man. You've done such amazing work. And then of course Alan van Graan, I always joke around, the mayor of Plumstead, and doing such amazing work, supplying us with the server that runs all this in the background. Mr. Sykes for hooking us up with the Restream setup, and all the other amazing sponsors that have come on board right from the beginning. And yeah, it's almost go time. Pace just holding everyone at bay now in the formation lap as they put some heat into those rubber tires, those massive slick tires. You know, you've got to get a lot of temperature into those tires as well as the brakes. And thanks, Fluffy, we do appreciate that. But it's go time. Let's get serious here as they come up through Casino Triangle. It's Honda, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Audi, Porsche, Ferrari, GTR. We're about to go green for heat number 2. This is the final race of the season. You'll see the lights flip to green. Right, here we go. It's a go. It's a green, green, green. And a great start from Kalen Mauer, car number 11 in the Honda. Then Skinny One, Jazz 126, Proza gone out. Looks like all 3 cars have gone out there. Big damage to JD Dog. He's having a torrid evening here. And JD, it'd be great to hear what happened there. Let us know afterwards. Remember, stick around. We've got some really exciting news. And we've got a drive-through penalty there for Alenor Pace. And just a little bit of chaos out on the circuit there at the moment. We'll try and get up to speed in just a second, folks. All right, Skinny One still in second position, but we've got where's Pace gone now? Has he taken the drive through? It looks like he has. Right, so Skiddy One now in first position. Jazz, then Alenor Pace. Someone's run wide there. Who was that? Looked like Clayton, but he's managed to hold it on. So So a super exciting start to heat number 2. There we go. Pit lane is open. And I think that was... There we go. He's coming through for that infringement. Is Eleanor Pace. Man, oh man. This is not what we want to see. Very, very unfortunate. And he'll get going as he hits that line off the limiter. There we go. Track, the pit lane limiter is off, and he's going to go full throttle, full tilt. Let's see what he does. JD Dog now also pitting. As I said, he's had a tough evening. Right, let's go back on to Skiddy One. Right, Sean Skidder has Jay-Z 126 right behind him now. And again, if you've just joined us, it's a Tuesday evening. Welcome to the live stream. Big action up on this screen. Big action on your screen as car number 13. This is Skiddy One, Sean Skidder out of Johannesburg. Jazz 126. I actually don't know where Jazz is from. Jazzy, when you're done, let us know where you're from, mate. So it's Skiddy One. You can see right there, just behind him. In fact, just over 1.5 seconds behind him is Jazz 126. The two guys that are lying first and second in the championship points. And I've got to reiterate, folks, don't just switch off the stream. We've got some really cool prizes after this. Myself and Carl Oosthuizen going to stay live with you as we go into our official prize giving for the season 2, and then the announcements that will be coming a little bit later. Right, Jazz 126 now. Just dropping ever so slightly, about 200ths of a second slower through that sector. NTZ 19 behind him. Wolfman Willie, remember he got that 3rd position in heat number 1. He'd want to do that again. It's just a bit of payback for what was not a great season for Wolfman, but to pick up another podium here in the final round would be very, very cool. So Jazzy 126, and then further back underneath the bridge you see NTZ 19, Mr. Singh in car number 31, the Audi, coming down through the hairpin. You can see him again there. He's a good 4 seconds slower than Jazz 126 in the Aston Martin. Well, that Aston has proved to be quick on every circuit. A combination of a great driver, very, very focused. He stays out of all the carnage. And yeah, phones just all the different platforms going a bit crazy in my ear. Thanks to all the messages, thanks to all our followers, the guys that have joined us on a Tuesday, every single Tuesday, in fact. To our amazing sponsors, TGN Racing Simulators, from being there right from the start. Of course, Track Art, they've done some amazing work. Semcrete, Jamtech, the guys from RDSA and Black Ribbon Simulations. That's Richard Herring for coming on board. Some very cool prizes there. And then, of course, for some of the studio equipment, Paul Botner Music and Semcrete for helping us out here. There you can see it on your screen there, Botner's Music. They are countrywide, so if you're looking for very cool studio equipment, please give them a shout out. Carl van Heerden is the man that always gives me great deals. In fact, he gives great service as well from any one of his branches countrywide. Go and check them out. And of course, Jamtech, again, I'll just say to the guys in the background that make all these things work, from service to helping us lay wires through the roof to get the LAN back up and running. And yeah, just to all the guys that make this possible, and of course to you, the drivers, and of course the viewers that join us every Tuesday. Lekker, man, lekker. So Alan Sykes and Chris Days are just having a chat to each other. Are you guys watching the racing, or are you just having a quick old chat? How's it, guys? Where's Wally? Where in the world is Wally? Who's Wally? Right, so only 9 cars out there. I think from here on in we're going to have a fairly clean race. 3 seconds, just over 3 seconds between Skiddy 1 and Jazz 126. The Lone Ranger in the Audi. Also, very great sounding car. Let's listen to it. Right, let's get on to third place in heat number 1. This is Wolfman Willie. And we had a good chuckle in the beginning of the season when that car was that bright yellow, and the Banana Rama Express, slightly different colors now, but still an Express. He did a very, very good heat number 1 and made it to the podium in heat 1 on 3rd position. Graham Prosser now in 5th. Also, one of my favorites is a youngster, but he's got a great looking car. Car number 69. There he goes. Good job, young man. Good job. And AC Matwa, another youngster in the Audi, in the Lamborghini, making waves in the racing scenes, the sim racing scene. Picking up a bit of damage. I think that was in that first lap, picking up a little bit of damage on that car. Clayton MJ not having the best race. Unfortunate, my man. Would have been great to see you. You'd remember 2 or 3 races ago between himself and Jazzy, they probably put on the show of 2021, if we could go back to that. Well, we do have the highlights if you check it out on our YouTube channel. I think that was from Silverstone, if I'm not mistaken. Great racing from them. Pace, unfortunately, having to serve a penalty, a drive-through penalty. He's lying in 8th, and then JD Dog. Man, oh man, I feel so sorry for my neighbor, Jeremy. He's having a tough evening out there. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Let's have a look. Can we see him? Here we go. Well, we've got some exciting stuff just after the show, so stick around for that. We've got an announcement of season number 3. We've got the dates, and we've got a new sponsor or 2, and further developments coming through as some very, very cool sponsors coming on board. And if you'd like to get involved with such an amazing race series, give our crew a shout out. Drop us an inbox on any one of our channels and get involved with racing at its highest order. Skiddy 1, here we go, Sean Skidder, talking about racing at its highest order. Well, you had a bit of a shocker in heat number 1, but he's made a good comeback here for heat number 2. Currently in first place with Jazz 126 in the Aston Martin. There you can see in the top corner of your screen, you can see Jazzy 3.4 seconds behind our race leader, and gonna walk away with season 2 championship points. That is Skiddy 1, Sean Skidder from Johannesburg in the Ferrari, car number 13. Fantastic racing all season, and if you've been following us all season, you would have seen him put that car onto the podium in an amazing way. So big shout out to him. So just looking down at the other screen just to see who's having a chat. It's gone a bit quiet now. We've been asking where you guys are watching from. Let us know who you're supporting. And we know the pace guys are here. Is there anybody else that's supporting any other of our amazing drivers out there? Where's the RTA guys? You're quiet this evening. All right. We are just looking at the times. I just want to see if there's any other tight contest happening throughout the field. It's very thin at the moment, with only 9 cars joining the party for what is to be an exceptional season of Online Outlaws. And it's been an exciting one. Well, let's go to Mr. Consistency. Let's see what the cockpit view looks like in a guy that's done such a great job this season. Here we go. Great on board with the Aston Martin. Well, there we go, Mr. Sykes, just for you. On board shot. And they are the Sparko gloves that someone's going to win in real life. Let's give this car one lap. Let's give him a listen. There we go. You can see great work there. We're going to try and jump over. We've got a request to jump over to Jeremy and Clayton. We're going to do that for you now, folks. So on board with the number 2 man, Jazzy 126. We're going to drop to Jeremy and Clayton. Let's see some inboard shots from those cars halfway through the race, and we've got some time to have a look at the onboard views of some of these amazing machines and the amazing drivers that race them. Right, there we go, on board with the Porsche of Clayton MJ. Just have a look at that. First, second, third. You can see that speed, how it climbs up. Coming up to 200 k's an hour. Fourth, fifth, on board. In the Porsche. Great view from the back of that Porsche. All right, we're going to go on to the Ferrari of JD Dog in just a second. Those are requests coming through from our viewers. Thank you very much as we navigate our way through some of these amazing cars. All right, let's have a quick look at Mr. JD Dog Jeremy from Cape Town in the Ferrari GT Evo 3. There you can see quite a bit of technology in these cars. You'll see all the buttons down the side, lots of things to control. You can set your maps on the car, your traction control, you can set your ABS settings, so loads and loads of stuff that you can do in these cars on the fly. Right, let's listen to this Ferrari. Well, there we go, magnificent stuff from the car itself and from JD Dog. Let's go back to the rest of the field and see what the guys are doing. Well, thanks again, Proza catching Matwa. There we go, we've got no. I think you're a bit behind there. Proza not catching him at all. Well, I might be behind. Oh, amazing looking car. Look, he's had a bit of damage to the tail of that Porsche. Not sure what happened there. Thanks, Alvin. Was. Well, there we go. He's off. He's had a very tough race tonight. Let's get back to Skitty One in first place. Lots to control in the background, boys. And of course, girls. 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes on the clock. We're entering the final segment of this heat number 2, race 6 from Suzuka. Big racing out of Japan. And as we wind up season number 6, season number 2, race number 6, a big thanks to everyone for joining us this evening. Yeah, pace catching up. Let's have a look. So now my spotter on the ground all the way from Portugal is helping me out spot where the action is. So thank you very much, Mr. Sykes. Where's your brother Tyron? Where's the rest of the boys tonight? What are they doing up in KZN? Where's Tyron? Alright folks, who wants to go on board with Mr. Pace? Should we jump on board and see what he's doing? Alright, there we go, on board with Caleb Mao himself. Super focused, great gentleman of our sport, eSIM racing champ here in South Africa. And how cool is the sound of this Honda? The VTEC boys, give Kalen Mao a shout out. Well, there we go. Almost a full lap of Suzuka circuit on board with Kalen Mauer. And he's definitely catching. He's catching Matua. Let's just stick with him for another minute or so. Hard through that gearbox into first running. It's slightly wide, maybe just overcooking it slightly. Well, he's trying to catch Matua in the Lamborghini. The rest of the field staying pretty much the same. Matua out there now in 5th, but he's got pace catching him. Definitely bringing those times down. Just under 6.5 minutes to go for race, or round number 6 at least, heat number 2. Wolfman Willie coming past us. Now the Lamborghini of Matua, and he's got Mr. Pace catching him very, very quickly now. There you go. Top right hand part of your screen, you'll see the Honda catching him now. And what a fantastic season. There you can see, bruised and battered. Not one of these cars are going to come out here unscathed after what has been a tremendous season of absolutely fantastic sim racing from each one of these guys. And again, to the spectators that tune in on a Tuesday evening, we thank you. To our amazing sponsors, we thank you. And talking about sponsors and talking about seasons, well, I suppose it's a good time now. Season 3 will be coming to you from the 31st of August. Exciting news. 31 August 2021, we will be having the honors of bringing you season number 3, Online Outlaws. 31 August, 7 races back to back. Some exciting new sponsors coming on board. We'll chat after the race about that. And then to all the guys that want to join, all the rules for season 3 will be updated tomorrow and will be open for registrations tomorrow. Thanks to our race directors, and of course a big thanks to Carl Oosthuizen, RTA Safa, who does all the work in the background to make sure these things all happen. So if you didn't quite hear that, a blue flag, is that the blue flag out? No, it's not. We're staying on board with Matua because we want to see if Mr. Mauer can catch him. Let's see where he is now. Yeah, definitely has put in. There we go. There's 2.5 seconds between the two of them now. Excuse me. Well, there we go. 3.5 minutes to go. Coming up to 3.5 minutes on our race clock. Brought to you by Rolex Timing. And just a moment's silence there while I try and regroup to see if there's any other action happening. I don't think so. I think... Oh, look at that. And he keeps control of a very sideways Honda. Well done, Mr. Matua. He's pushing so hard that he got himself completely sideways as he came through that long turn 15. That then tightens up as they're getting through just before that chicane. And I think he's, with the time that we got on our clock, Yeah, he's the deficit has gone up by 1 full second a lap. Man, oh man. Well, very soon we're going to go back to Skiddy One, who's going to take race or heat number 2, but he's going to take the season in absolute glory, and he can celebrate this evening. So exciting times. It's been a marvelous season. Season 2, well done again. I cannot reiterate that anymore. Well done to you amazing drivers, to the amazing sponsors, and to all the guys in the background for putting on such a wonderful broadcast. Great stream. Right, on to Skiddy One. Sean Skitter. He's got Jazz 126 in the distance. And I lie, that is JD Dog. That was that you could see up in the corner of your screen. But here we go. Leader on the final lap. If you've joined us this evening, thanks very much. We're on the last lap with our leader. It's the one and only Sean Skitter, who has made an exceptional season 2. And let's just stay on board with him as he crosses the line. He's got about 3/4 of a lap to go. Let's quickly run through where everyone is. Jazz 126 is going to hold that second. There we go. NTZ 19, his first podium for the season. Wolfman Willie in 4th. Matwa 5th. Alinar Pace, well, he's still fighting back. Clayton MJ and JD Dog a lonely 8th, with Proza retiring. But let's go back to Skiddy One, who is going to be celebrating already. He knows he's got it. Love to be able to see the actual visuals of him on the sim. Well, let's just have a look. Coming up in through the chicane, that's turns 16, 17, now through 18. The checkered flag, he can see it in his sights. Let's make some noise for our winner here today and the season winner. Well done to Skiddy One, Sean Skitter. You have done an exceptional job. You can start celebrating, my man. Fantastic job done today. Jazz 126, the checkered flag out for him. Well done to you, my bud. Great racing. The Aston Martin coming over in second. Let's see where NTZ, there we go. NTZ 19, car number 31, the Audi, through in 3rd place today. The flashing from Wolfman Willie, well done to you. There we go. Wolfman Willie gave us a bit of a flash of the headlights. Then it's Matwa, and then it's Pace. Well, it's the end of the race, so these guys go absolutely crazy. Who's going to give us a bit of a burnout? Come on, guys. No, all back into the pits. Maybe Skiddy One's going to give us a burnout. Come on, Skiddy One. I know he's watching. There we go. There's the donut. A bit of a burnout from our race winner. Congrats on taking that championship. Folks, don't go away. We are going to go into a lucky draw. And I'm going to do it old school method, guys. I'm not going to try and do all fancy stuff. After all, I commentate. I don't do directing and whatnot. But a big up to Skiddy One. In fact, guys and girls that are watching, let's make proper noise for him. Leave your comments below. It would be great to see you guys all just giving Sean Skidder a massive, massive round of applause. Give him a thumbs up. Of course, to Mr. Consistency, well done, Jazz 126. You have done an exceptional job through season number 2. NTZ 19 this evening. Well done to you in the 3rd place. Wolfman Willie 4th. RTA Matwa in 5th. Eleanor Pace 6th. Clayton MJ 7th. JD Dog in 8th. And then Mr. Prozer having not such a great evening, but he'll come back solid in season 3. Well, I'm a little bit lonely up in the box here on my own, and I'm getting a whole bunch of orders of what to do, and I think I'm going to start off with saying that a massive thanks to everyone that makes this possible. It is quite a bit of stuff that has to happen to make all this. And we've also got some very cool prizes. We're going to get into that very shortly. But I think first and foremost, Season 3. Guys and girls, if you weren't listening, I mentioned it probably about 10 minutes ago. The 31st of August, we're going to go into Season number 3. That's right, you heard it correctly. 31st of August, 7 races. It is going to be exceptional racing if Season 2 was anything to go by. So lots and lots of very cool prizes. JD Dog has done amazing work on getting the new logos out, and have a look at that, folks. All right, folks, while all our guys have probably recouped from that massive race, again, a big thanks to everyone. I can still see all the guys making some very cool comments. A big thanks to all of you. Well, now, a lucky draw prize, and I'm going to go and do it old school, and I'm going to show you on the screen over here. But lovely stickers have come on board, high quality stickers. They've been making stickers for more than 5 years now, and they offer really great service needs for all your logos, brands, artistic stickers for smartphones, laptops, luggage, and we thank you very much to them. So, who wants to win? Who wants to win? Who wants to win? Who's still here? Give us a shout out if you're still here. Give us a thumbs up on the feeds. All right, let's go and do this. Have a look at this very cool randomizer. All right, it's spinning. There we go. There we go. And look who takes it, Mr. Pace. Well done, Mr. Pace. You have just taken that very cool, lovely stickers. Man, oh man. Well, guys and girls, the lovely stickers sponsored by Semcrete, Alwyn Sykes. Well, Alwyn and the boys from Semcrete have done so much for the last 2 seasons. We couldn't have done it without them. In fact, the guy just making that last comment there, Carl Westhuizen, Stefan Wessels, you guys are really absolute legends keeping this all together. Alan van Graan, the Stiganator, or aka the Stiganator, thank you guys. It's a privilege working with you guys. We'll be back on the 31st of August for season number 3. JD Dog Designs put that very cool artwork together. If you want to have another quick look at and then of course to Jazzy 126. Well done to all of you guys, and well done to Mr. Pace winning some lovely stickers. Remember, in the week, in the next 2 days, Sean Skidder, just listen out for that phone. It will be ringing, and we will make contact with you. But for the rest of you, 31 August, tomorrow entries open, and yeah, we will update you with everything on Discord. Follow us on our channels, our various channels, and they will meet you same place, same time on 31 August 2021. It's about 2 weeks from now. To the rest of you guys, have a fantastic evening from myself, Shauno. Have a good one. Drive safely if you are out on the normal roads, and cannot wait to see you on the 31st of August, guys. Have a good one, and that's it from me. Be safe, and have a lekker week further. Cheers, guys.